my channel. Today's look is on this easy, everyday makeup routine. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if you're interested in recreating this look, then please keep watching. So I already primed my face using the Mercier foundation primer in Radiance, and then I also applied my Ultra HD Makeup Forever foundation using a damp beauty blender. So now we're gonna move on to concealer. Today I'm gonna be using the Weightless Naked Skin Concealer, and I'm just going to apply my concealer under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose. I'm just going to apply a little line on my forehead as well, or any little spots that you have a breakout or anything like that. I'm just going to conceal. Under my nose, I usually have a lot of redness, so I'm gonna take that concealer and just underline my nose, just like that. And then taking that damp blender where you're just going to pat that concealer into the skin. Just patting motions. You don't want to wipe because you don't want to wipe any of that concealer away. We're just going to pat. Now taking my Morphe M527 brush, I'm going to go into the Anastasia contour palette, and I'm going to take Havana. And I'm going to just add that into the hollows of my cheekbones. A little bit on my nose, my jawbone, and then also in my hairline as well, on my temples. Just meeting it back down to where we shaded. Now I'm going to take my favorite translucent setting powder. This is the Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm not going to bake today because this is an everyday makeup look. I know some of you don't have time to sit there and just let the makeup bake on your skin, so we're just going to lightly just kind of dust it around our areas that we want our makeup to be set. And I'm going to be using the Sigma F35 brush. This is a really perfect tapered brush. I don't know if you could see that. It's perfect size for really getting in your under eye just because it has that pointed end. So it really gets in there without, you know, little bristles poking into your eyeball. So we are going to just take some of that translucent setting powder, and we are just going to kind of dust that around our eye. A little bit on the bridge of my nose, on my forehead. And then under our contour, just to kind of carve out that contour a little bit more. So now I'm taking my Bobbi Brown blush brush, and I'm just going to pat that into the blush in the Naked Flushed palette. And I'm going to just pat that onto the apples of my cheeks. Now using that same palette, I'm going to take the highlighter and use my Crown Brush Deluxe Soft Fan Brush in 104, which is this cute little guy right here, and I'm just going to glide that along the tops of my cheekbones, just to kind of give that highlight here. And I'm just going to pat my finger into that same highlighter, and I'm just going to pat a little bit on the tip of my nose, just to kind of highlight that area, and then on the bridge of my nose as well. And then just patting a little bit on my Cupid's bow. This makes your lips appear larger. If you ever try this in person and on yourself, you'll be able to tell a difference, because what it's doing is it's highlighting that Cupid's bow right here and the top of your lip, so it makes it look like it's pushing out a little further, so it just makes it look more plump. So now we're moving on to brows. We are taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in dark brown, and I'm using the Bobbi Brown eyebrow brush. I lost my Anastasia brow brush in number 7. That is the best eyebrow brush. So I lost it, I just haven't gotten a new one yet, so I am using a thicker brow brush, but if you were interested in purchasing a brow brush, I would highly recommend the Anastasia Beverly Hills number 7 brush. I know that there's a number 12, but it's a little bit thicker than the number 7. So number 7 is like thin and it gives you those really nice lines, and it's very easy to just kind of blend. So I would recommend the number 7. But for now, Bobbi Brown eyebrow brush, and I'm just going to take that dip brow and I'm just going to underline my brow first. And then I outline the top of my brow as well. And then once I do that, I just fill it in, working from the tail up to the front of the brow. So just shading that in. And then once I get to the front, I just flick up, blending that bottom line into the actual hairs so that it kind of has that gradient effect, just because no brow is thick from the very front to the very end. So you do kind of want to have that gradient going on in the front. Once we are done shaping our brows, we're going to take the Anastasia brow gel, and this is in a medium brown shade. I love to use this brow gel because it really just tames those hairs. I have crazy brow hairs that go in every single direction, so this really just helps smooth them and keep them down all day. So it just makes it for a cleaner brow. So you want to just do a light coat, so it's just combing them with just a little bit of product. Once you've done that, now we're going to take that same Weightless Naked Concealer that I used for my under eye. I'm just going to pick some up on a Bobbi Brown concealer brush, and we're just going to clean up those brows, just making sure that we really sharpen those lines. Now I'm taking my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer in Eden. This is a white eyeshadow primer, so when you put it on your eyelid, it's gonna really bring out those shadow colors, and I feel like it does a really good job of not creasing your eyeshadow as well. It just makes it stay all day. I'm just going to apply a small amount on my lid. You don't wanna do too much or else it's gonna be a big mess. So a little goes a long way with this primer. Just a couple little dabs, that's all you need. Now I'm going into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Shadow Couture palette, and I'm going to pick up Morocco, which is kind of like an orangey, warm brick shade. And I'm going to take that on my MAC 224 brush, which is just a big blending brush. And I'm going to start right here, and I'm just going to do windshield wiper motions and circular motions, just kind of blending that out into my crease. I'm just going over that a few times just to really pull out that warm brown shade. Now I'm going to take my Beth Bender Beauty, it's just an eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to spray a little bit of Fix Plus on this just so it can really pick up that eyeshadow color. Now I'm going to go in with Pink Champagne, actually, from the Anastasia Shadow Couture palette, and I'm just going to pick that up with that brush. I'm just going to flick any extra product off of the brush so that we don't get any fallout. And I'm just going to pat that. Alright, so now taking Morocco from the same palette, we're just going to line that under our under eyes. Follow our lower lash line. Now I'm going in and taking Fudge, which is this brown shade right here. Now I'm just adding in Fudge, just darkening that lower crease. We're just blending those two together using circular motions. I really don't want to blend too much because I really don't want to get rid of this warm transition shade that we used. So just keeping it pretty low and then just moving it along the eye. Now taking the end of this Urban Decay shadow brush. I believe this came in the Naked 3 palette. I'm actually just going to use that tiny little brush, take Fudge, and then we're just going to add that into the outer lower lash line. We're not going to do winged liner for this look today because we are keeping it more simple every day, and I know some people don't want to wear winged liner every single day. So I'm just going to take my favorite mascara. This is the Buxom Mascara. And I'm just going to coat my lower lash line and then my top lash line, and we're going to add some false lashes as well. Now taking this creamy white shade, we are actually just going to pick that up with our Bobbi Brown eyeshadow brush, and I am going to just highlight underneath that brow bone. Also adding that same shade, I'm just going to add a little bit into the inner corners as well. Now to finish the look, I'm going to be using Koko lashes in Goddess. These lashes are absolutely gorgeous. Just take a look. These are beautiful. And I am just going to use a thin coat of Lash Grip glue, and we're just going to place those on our eyes. I know not every day people wear lashes, but I personally don't feel like I have a lot of lashes, so I feel comfortable wearing lashes every single day. So if you're one of those people, by all means, pop on some lashes for this everyday look. But if you're comfortable with your lashes, you don't need to. So it just makes this look even easier. Once my lashes are on, I just like to take my fingers and just push together my real lashes and the false lashes, just to kind of mend those two together. So once we have our lashes on, to finish up the look, we're going to be using Truffle Dose of Colors liquid lipstick. This stuff is awesome. I feel like it's not as drying as some other matte liquid lipsticks. It is a great formula, and not to mention this color is amazing. I don't even use this with a liner. I feel like the color is so pretty by itself that you can use a liner if you want to, but personally I feel like you don't need one. Once we've applied the liquid lipstick, the look is complete. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I'm not gonna laugh at you anymore. They're gonna get sick of you burping. They're gonna get sick of it.
Oh. No, you have to do the sexy hair whip. Go like this.
The sexy hair whip?
You go like this. You start from the back and then you go like this.
Oh, sexy.
Yeah!
So I'm just gonna spray one little spray onto that brush so that it just picks up that shadow pigment. So
no way.
Really? Show me, show me, show me!
Yeah,
Show me,
3,000 something likes already.
Nail Videos has 8 million.
I told you I follow them. Yeah, me too.
And that was 1 minute ago.
And
Yeah, this is a great day.
oh yeah, it's a
Wow.
beautiful day.
It's a beautiful lip. You, hey, you, subscribe. Do it. Do it, the subscribe button. Hey guys, welcome back to my, whoa, my hair looks freaking poopy.